Hey there. Today I'm going to talk to you about your morning routines as a professional who is working 9 to 5 but working remotely. Okay, so this also will be useful for everyone who also drives out to an office space from 9 to 5. But this is how you can actually organize your morning routines to be able to be effective, as you set out on your work for the day. So one of the things that I try to do is to set my alarms to wake me up early, so maybe 30 minutes earlier than the usual time that I wake up, because sometimes you get to struggle to wake up. So I have 30 minutes. If I can wake up 30 minutes early, that's actually very great. So wake up 30 minutes early, and then make sure that you try to do your morning routines, those things that help you feel inspired, feel energized for the day. Okay, so one of the things I do is to pray. So I pray, thank God for the day, commit the day into God's hands, and study if I can. But sometimes, I listen to tapes, inspirational tapes, to get me going for the morning. The second thing is to brush. Okay, so in brushing, sometimes you may still even be feeling sleepy, so it's important to brush, because by the time you're done brushing, your eyes at that point will really be clear. So for some people, they get to brush first, come back to pray, because by the time you do all of that activity, you'd find out that you're no longer feeling sleepy and you don't feel like going back to bed. So you can do both. You could pray as long as you're awake, and then you brush your teeth. You have your morning stretch. Morning stretch is very good. If you're the type who loves to exercise, you could do a few in the morning, and you have your bath and get ready for the day. Have a quick breakfast if you're the type who eats in the morning. But for someone like me, I take brunch, so I don't do breakfast, but I do brunch. So it could be from 12:30, 1 o'clock, because the glucose in my body from the previous day is already working, so I'm fine. For some of you who like coffee, who use coffee to start your day, why not? Coffee is a good thing to use to start your day. And if you're working from home, don't feel like, I'm working from home, so I just get to sleep in the morning and all of that. What these morning routines does for you is to help you start up well, or help you start your day well. And so if you're ready and you're at your workspace, it's important to declutter your table. Okay, declutter your table. Ensure that your mind is not also, because what your environment looks like is how your mind will look like. So if your environment is untidy, unkept, there will be some level of confusion in your mind. So it's important to declutter your table and get everywhere arranged and okay. And then have a to-do list. To-do list is very good. You have like 10 tasks for the day. It's important to write them and understand the ones that are important, understand the ones that are urgent. Okay, and then understand the ones that are not important and not urgent. So if you have your to-do list and you can categorize them in these different categories, it helps you to be able to attend to each of them one after the other. So I know that there is one that is important and urgent, I have to take that. And then there is the urgent, I have to take it. There is one that is important. In that way, you will be able to begin to deal with your to-do list. Okay, so you've written all of these things, and as you attend to each of them, you strike them out. As you attend to each of them, you strike them out. So you're sending an email, you need to review a document, you need to write that proposal, whatever it is. And then, of course, some of these things also have timelines or deadlines, so that helps you to know how urgent and important it is. So it's important to have your to-do list. And once you have your to-do list, you're ready to hit the day running. And this helps, for your mental awareness, for your mental strength, for the routine in the morning helps for inspiration. The routine in the morning helps to give you energy. As you deal with these things, you have dealt with the spiritual aspect of your life. You've dealt with the physical aspect of your life. So the prayers is the spiritual aspect. The exercise and stretch is the physical aspect. Of course, you've taken care of hygiene, and you've taken care of food, which gives you energy, or it could be coffee, which gives you energy. And then you also have taken care of your environment in terms of your workspace and getting it all ready for the day. And then, of course, you've taken care of your to-do list, which has to do with your task for the day. And as you start your work, you'd find out that you'll be more effective. And then, of course, take breaks in between, especially if you're always sitting down. So take breaks in between, walk around, come back and continue your work. And when it's time for lunch, go for lunch, have lunch, because you also need energy to continue for the day. Keep a beautiful demeanor to work also, because that's really important. Don't allow offense, or don't allow pressure to get you to the point where you are irritating. Okay, so take the time to ensure that your internal environment is sweet, your internal environment is kind, your internal environment is okay, and it's not being triggered by some kind of pressure or deadline or anyone else. So once you have all of this covered, I think you would have an effective day. And when you do this every day throughout the month and throughout the year, I think you would have an amazing run at work. I hope this helps you, and take care and bye.